96.5 The Fox, the new evolution of classic rock, your home for free beer and hot wings in the morning. And a big weekend next weekend at the Bismarck Civic Center exhibit hall. It is another bout for the Bismarck Bombshellz and the Bismarck Bombshellz. And we've got the Nordic Nailer and Talksick Jazz in studio. Ladies, a bout next weekend, and this one strictly for the girls. Talk about next weekend's bout at the Bismarck Civic Center exhibit hall.
Well, it's going to be a doubleheader. So first off, it'll be the Bombshellz, and we're playing against Dickinson, and then it's the Bombshellz, and they're playing Rapid City.
And explain to everyone, having gone to my first bout, the first bout I went to was both the guys and the girls. This one's strictly for the women, and it's two separate teams. Is that right?
Right. It'll be 2 games. It should last, probably about 3 hours altogether. You get a little intermission. There's beers, and there's a lot of high energy.
It's a lot of fun. Having gone to my first bout the last time you guys were in town, it was an absolute blast. Yes, the beer does flow. That's a good thing. And Talksick Jazz, explain roller derby as best you can. I think people remember it maybe from seeing it on TV back in the 70s and 80s. Kind of explain the rules. What are we going to be watching when we see a roller derby match coming up next weekend?
Well, the first thing, I guess, that differentiates roller derby from any other sport is it's the only sport where you're actually playing offense and defense at the exact same time. I mean, you switch from one to another within just, milliseconds. There's a lot of strategy, a lot more than people know. The rules are really in depth. It takes a lot of time to learn them, but basically there's just, when you start out, there's a jammer who has a star on her helmet, and there's 4 opposing blockers from each team. And when the whistle blows, the jammers will start and try to push their way through the opposing blockers, which is called the pack, which is both blockers from each team within a proximity of each other. So, the second that she gets out, it's then classified as the initial pass. So after the initial pass, the next time you come around is when the jammer then starts to accumulate points. And then every opposing blocker that she passes is a point. And if that jammer happens to pass the other jammer, it's a point for the jammer as well. So you can score, 5 points on the first pass if you get all opposing blockers plus the jammer. And another thing is if you have opposing blockers in the penalty box, second you pass one opposing blocker, you then get points for any other blockers that may be in the penalty box. So if you have 2 opposing blockers in the penalty box, you pass one blocker, you automatically get 3 points.
So there's a lot of ways to score points in roller derby.
Kind of. The jammer has to pass opposing blockers, basically, is how you score points, is what you have. So you're trying to get your jammer through while keeping the other jammer from getting through.
Okay, so it's probably a lot easier to explain if you're seeing it, which people can see it next weekend at the Bismarck Civic Center exhibit hall. Tickets are on sale right now. People can get tickets in advance for just $10, right?
Right, and it's $12 at the door. You can buy them online at Reza's or at Rhythm Records, and also
at Hot Topic or Laughing Sun Brewery, or you can also get them from any of your local Derby girls if you know any firsthand.
They've got tickets on them. She just showed me the big stack of tickets she had in her purse. So if you're looking for tickets, the ladies have them on them. They will also be available day of show, and you've also got, I guess, some, I don't know if it's intermission entertainment, halftime entertainment, but you've got the Dakota Star Gymnastics and the Dakota Speedway drivers and their cars are going to be there as well next weekend. So not just roller derby, but a whole bunch of other things to see. It's really a big spectacle that people will get to experience.
And from what I've heard, I think we'll also be doing some type of Cupid shuffle with the crowd. I'm not sure what that means, but I think that means we're going to be mingling.
Mingling, and I believe that's a dance of some sort, so hopefully you ladies have got your dancing skates on that day. I'm not entirely sure if you're prepared for that, but it is all happening next weekend. Bismarck Civic Center exhibit hall, a doubleheader, the Bombshellz taking on the Rushmore Rollers from Rapid City, the Bombshellz taking on the Dickinson Roller Derby. Again, tickets on sale in advance, just $10. Day of show, they are $12. Nordic Nailer, Talksick Jazz. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait till next weekend.